Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and today we are going to be dyeing some coffee paper. And I'm going to show you guys how I dyed it like this, where it's got a cool crinkle look to it. And I got the idea from watching Barbara on 49 Dragonflies. So I saw her do this and I was really impressed with it and I loved it. And I asked you guys when I made my bubble paper. We were doing bubble paper. I'll put the link down below. Did some cool bubble paper that turned out pretty neat with some coffee and tea, and I compared them together and stuff. And we did different kinds of things like envelopes and all kinds of stuff. So come check out that. I'll put it down below. But I asked you guys when I was putting the journal and stuff together if you guys were interested in seeing how I dyed and made this kind of paper. And you guys loved it and wanted to know, so here we are. So what I got is a bowl of instant coffee. It's just the Folgers, and it's decaf. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. I'm not drinking it. So I got instant coffee, and it doesn't have to be Folgers. It's just what I had. My husband drank coffee a while ago, and then we both just don't drink coffee anymore, and I had it up in the cupboard, and it is a big clunk. It's a big hard clump. So I had to kind of chisel it out, but it still worked. So I'm keeping it. I just got to kind of chisel it. And I did warm water, you know, just like how you'd make instant tea or instant coffee, is you just do warm water and then put that in it and mix it around and get it all mixed up. So the reason I told you guys about the bubble paper is because you had to have soap, and I just used just some Palmolive, just whatever dish soap works great. And so this is part of it, and it still has the bubbles and stuff in it. So when I did this paper, I used this, and I'm not sure, but it's super soft. So I don't know if the dish soap made it soft, because I've never made it other with dish soap. So try it both ways. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. But this, I don't know if it is the dish soap, but it makes them really soft and really nice. So I like it. So I'm going to stick with it. And what we need today is just some copy paper would work. You can do line paper. I mean, you can even try with some tissue paper to see what happens, but I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. Or book pages. You could do book pages. You know, that's a good idea. Now that I'm talking out loud, let me go grab some book pages real quick. Okay, so I went and grabbed some stuff. So let's go ahead and start with just a copy paper, just regular copy paper. And what I do is I just stick it in like that, and just get it good and saturated. And then I just take it and ball it up lightly like that. Don't crinkle it really hard. And then I'm just going to set it over on my drying rack and let it sit. And it's got to sit overnight at least. So we're going to get these done today. And I'll let them sit overnight. But it's just that easy. Just go ahead and saturate it like that. Get both sides and then just ball it up like that and then set it over to the side. Okay, so that's that one. Now let's see what tissue paper does. I don't even know. We're gonna experiment. Let's experiment. I like experimenting. Okay, and then let some of that drain off. Do a little. Alright, and then I'm just gonna, I don't even know if this, I have no idea. So I'm just gonna do it into a ball. I'm not gonna squeeze it or anything. I'm just going to set it over to dry. Okay, let's just try a couple. Or maybe I won't do it as much. There, I just kind of, so then there's some white spots. So I'm going to set it over. Okay, so we got that. Let's try an envelope, just a regular envelope. Get it in there and just do a little, like that. And I'm going to set it over to the side. There we go. So let's see. Some line paper. So I got you over in my tie-dye area. This is usually where I do some tie-dyeing. And I have parchment paper down below, and then a tote. You know the totes that you can have? It's just a tote lid. So it doesn't get everywhere. It'll help suck it up a little. Absorb it. And then I just got some book pages. And we're going to do the same concept. Okay. Yeah, so I'd love to hear in the comments if you guys tried it without the dish soap. And tell me if the papers are soft, because I don't know why. They just seem to turn out pretty soft. So I figured I had a lot left, so I might as well use it up. We don't waste around here. Okay, so let's just get this everywhere. Drying. Okay, and then one more thing I wanted to try is paint paper. I don't know. So it's just a piece of just painting watercolor, like watercolor paper. Let's see. I'm just gonna absorb it as much as I can here. But it might turn out cool. There's only one way to find out. Okay, and I don't want to rip it. I'm just gonna ball it up. Just like that. Okay. I'll let that baby dry. Do a little experimenting. That's okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just dye the rest of this stuff up. It's just the leftovers of what we just did. And I'll let these dry overnight. Here, I can show you guys where I'm drying it. You can lay them probably on a, piece of, you can lay out a newspaper on your porch or somewhere, or lay out a towel on a table, or, newspaper on a table, or you can do your dry. Okay, that's better. So there is our painting paper here. And then I got the tissue paper in the back there. And then the book pages. So I just have it on just a drying rack right here. And as you can tell, up here, that is definitely all my stuff I have drying. Just some other things I was messing around and doing some coffee dyed. And yeah, and then I got some more down here. And my tea bags. So yeah, this is just my little drying area. Okay, so now that those are all going to be over there just drying overnight, we will continue this in 24 hours when these dry. And then we will go from there and maybe do some fun things with them. So I let these sit overnight, and now I want to show you guys the reveal of it. And usually when I open these up, I iron them, but I will show you the ones that are ironed after. So let's see, let's start with, so we got the paint paper, the watercolor paper. So what I did is, ooh, I don't want to get a hole in it. I looked at it a couple hours later, and I saw that it was all kind of just the same color. So I took a little more coffee and I poured it into the middle, and I think that turned out really cool. So I got that, and I'm not sure where the red keeps coming in, but you got that cool, just kind of red tone, like pinkish color. And then that's the back of it. So that'll look good. All you do is just take your iron and just go ahead and iron on it, and just be careful. Don't set it too long. And it turns out pretty good. Okay, so there's that one. I think that turned out good. And here's the book page. I gave it a nice, just rustic feel. So I like that. And it's kind of neat how it does the dark creases like that. Okay, there's one book page. Next book page. Yeah, I think it's neat. So when you have it all, when you take it and dip it and then put it into a loose ball, it just kind of sits with the coffee and makes cool, really neat looking patterns. Okay, so those are the book pages. So that's a plus. That's a win-win right there. And let's do some of the lined paper. Yeah. And it'll depend on how much instant coffee you have in there and how dark you made it for how much that you'll get. But I'm also noticing is I had the mixture and I dipped the first pages in them, and those turned out a lot darker and a lot more detail throughout. And then this, it sat 24 hours over night, and then I did these papers with you guys. So I'm wondering if dipping in some other stuff first, if it catches all the particles and makes it darker, and then after a while it won't do as dark. It's just a theory. So I'll show you guys the papers I did very first after I get these open, and then I'll show you compare to these. But I think these turned out really cool too. I really like the effects. It looks marbled to me. It's kind of a fun just marbling. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely do more of these. Okay, and let's do some of the tissue paper. Oh, so yeah, that's really neat. So this would be fun to decoupage with and do different projects. You can see that. That's pretty cool. So that's the tissue paper. So yes. And that's the back. I think it turned out really, really cool. So it's kind of neat. All right, so that's that one. And let's do the envelope. And I gave it a little something. Yeah, again, with the little red here. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys can see that. That was kind of like a pinkish red right there. Something. It could be because of my tie-dye. I might have sat it on something. But I think it's kind of cool. Gives it a little something different. So, envelope. I think that turned out cute. Okay. And then this is the paper. Oh, this one has a rip in it. But the ripped ones are great to use for different projects. Like, I want to show you guys real quick. I want to do a pocket. Oh, wow. That turned out really cool. I really like that. Yeah. So I want to show you guys how to make a little pocket and stuff with it. Like a little ephemera pocket that you can clip to the side of your journal. So I wanted to do one of those with you. Okay, so these are the ones we did together. So I think they turned out great. Again, with a little pinkish red hue. Well, let me know if you guys do these. Let me know if you get like a pinkish red, or if I'm setting, I might have sat it on a tie-dye area where I had that drying. But yeah, that is kind of cool. Not sure if I can get that effect again. I think it's kind of neat. So yeah, I definitely want to make some more of these. Okay, and one more. Oh, the book page, another book page. Oh, look at that. That's the back of it. That's cool. Look at that. That's fun to do something with. So yes, I definitely think these turned out great. But I want to show you what I was talking about is the difference between me doing these and these. Same amount. I didn't add any more coffee or anything, but these are the first things that I dyed. And you can see they're darker. So I'm wondering if it does pick up the coffee, and then, you know, as you keep going, it gets lighter and lighter because you're picking up the particles. But then this one's not that bad. That one turned out pretty dark. But I ironed these down, so this is what it looks like when they're all ironed and ready to use. And they make great book pages, you know, fold them and you put them in as a signature. And yeah, so this one has a little rip on it, so I want to show you guys something fun we can make. Okay, let's just do this real quick. I don't want to make this a super long video, but I'm just cutting it. Whoops. I think my needle's getting dull, or my little cutter is getting a little dull. So this might be a little crooked. Okay. So what I want to do is we're just going to fold it up. It's an easy technique here. So you just fold it up, and this is going to be your little pocket. Okay. And then this is going to be the flap. So I'm folding that, and then I'm just going to give it a little, like a 1/4 of an inch or so. I'll show you. So you can see I didn't fold it right up against the fold here. Okay, and then I want to, and since my cutter doesn't like, I don't know if it's everybody, but it doesn't like to bite into just paper. It'll just squeeze it and then get stuck. So I have to put like a piece of cardboard or cardstock underneath it just to give it a little more oomph here. So I'm just going to give it a little of that. All right, that was a good one. Well, I guess it's a crooked kind of day, huh? Just go with it. It's easier. Just to go with it. I don't even know if we really need the ink. I mean, it's just so pretty. It's already got the cool chocolate. This is just vintage photo. I just do vintage photo. It's on my desk. But like I said, I don't even know if we need it. Okay, and you could do either sew or no sew. And if you're going to no sew, you could do Fabrifix or art glitter glue. Those are the two I have. So I'm just going to do that, and we could round the corners on it. So you can get all fancy as you want to with it. I'm just showing you guys something fun and quick that you can do with it. Oh no. Okay. It's not even wanting to cut. Well, if that's the case, just take your scissors and go like that. I mean, usually my corner chomper thingy cuts, but I'm not doing it today. But there you go. You could do that. Get your corners rounded. And I'm going to, if you want to glue it, just take a little bit of glue and go here and here, and then fold it up, and you're done. But I'm going to go to my sewing machine, and I'm just going to sew around with a zigzag and go all the way around. And I might even do here, just to give it a little something. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I came up with here. You can see it. I did some fun, just decorative sewing with some leaves up here. And then I sewed it shut to do a cute little pocket. And it's like this. So this is just, I just wanted to show you guys one example of what you could do with this cool paper. So this is just a sneak peek into one thing that you can do with this paper. My next video, I want to make sure you guys tune in, and I will be making more little fun things with this coffee dyed paper. So make sure to hit the notification bell and you guys can see that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you liked it, please hit the like button. It helps me out so much. And if you could, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.